microphone on. So welcome to tonight's pop-up tutorial live stream. This is for my friend Luis Santiago. He's in Arizona, and he is, like me, a self-taught pianist, and he's learning. He's got his own keyboard now, and he wants to do a duet together with me to play Blue Like Jazz by Weezer. Yes, believe it or not, you guys, Weezer is still wheezing it up, and they're making awesome music. And as I was gathering my thoughts on this today, I realized that the chord pattern for the chorus is the same math as the pattern for Fly Me to the Moon, I Will Survive, Autumn Leaves, that I already do, just in a different key. Because you got that. And then you can play the same pattern, just in a different key. They're in this key. They're playing. Yeah. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. So Blue Like Jazz is in B minor when I was listening to it. So B minor is B, D, F sharp, B. And you can just write that all the way up the keyboard. And they're writing that through that whole smoke curls from your gloves, the sweat drips off the drums. And he's singing that starting on the note D, which is what we call the third note in the chord. We'll get, I digress. So, the smoke curls from your gloves, the sweat drips off the drums. So what's going on here is he's playing the scale. Is it G? No, it's the B minor scale. That's the key we're in. Okay, so we're playing. So it's D. Okay, we're in D. So you're playing the scale starting on D while holding B minor. Then you jump to C sharp and you land there. So that's that intro part. All that embellishment stuff, with the bass line, and if you really pay attention to it, you can embellish. So what I'm doing in my cover is so let me play it and then I'll think about it again. All right, so while I'm playing the B minor and while this is going up, I'm just playing different chords within the scale. So on my right hand, so my left hand is playing B minor, while my right hand starts playing with the D major, E minor, but I take away that B every now and then. And then you just, ride your scales around with it. And now we're playing D inverted on the F sharp with the B minor. And this is G combined with the B minor. A combined with it. Yep, still writing A. And then they both land on B minor. So as long as my fingers are on those chord patterns, I can twiddly do up and down and, So there's the intro. So just play around with it, the B minor, and then that. That's basically what you're playing around with, and then get comfortable with that. So anytime I start learning a song, I figure out what mode they're in, and then, just practice running up and down those notes. And they don't have to be particularly in scale either, because you're not always playing scales. You're a lot of times writing arpeggios. So practice writing the arpeggios that lie within the scale. So if we're playing in the key of D, you already know that the options for chords to fill in the blanks are going to fit into D, E minor, F minor, G, A, B minor, diminished technically, or no, B minor. It'll be the C. C sharp is the weird one, and then your D. So those chords are going to naturally fall into the song, and that's how I am able to reverse engineer songs really fast. Most songs fall within these kinds of things, and rudimentary patterns kind of repeat themselves in history. So now we're moving on to the lead into the chorus, which is that hats off to you. Wait, hats off to you. You solved the Rubik's Cube, turning the... So, okay. So we're writing B minor. And then after you do that little intro thing, keep your B minor, and the melody starts on the D. And then I play G, although I think they're actually playing E minor, but I like using the major version just because it sounds nicer on piano personally. So you can do either, and then they go to A, and then it's F sharp minor, and then back to B minor. Okay, so what did I just do there? I thought about it. F sharp. It's F sharp, not B flat. I was going to say it's like a F sharp. That's the weird chord. It doesn't really belong in the scale. And that's one of those other things I was talking about a long time ago. That's another... keeping it here. We are in Blue Like Jazz. Okay. B minor. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 right? Hats off to you. You solved the Rubik's Cube, turning orange into yellow into blue. So it's B minor, E minor / G, A, D, and then I take that step down to lead into back to the B minor, E minor / G, A, and then F sharp, but I'm inverting it on the B flat. So and that's that part. And they do that again on the second one with the My Mother's Boy learning his IOUs. So that's what I call the lead-in to the chorus, I guess, or the pre-chorus. Is that a thing? Okay. And then the chorus is blue like jazz, show me how to be cool like that. Blue like jazz, Show me how to be cool like that. So that's the part that's like Fly Me to the Moon math. So now he goes B minor, like jazz to the G. So it's the same thing. A, blue like jazz, D. Then B minor, da 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 da. Then we do that F sharp. Or you can do A. Sometimes I play A and that works too, oddly. So, blue, blue like jazz, blue like jazz. Show me how to be cool like that. Blue like jazz, blue like jazz. Show me how to be cool like that. So it's basically the same thing. The whole song almost, isn't it? But the F sharp minor, that's the difference. Okay, now I see. So from the top, we're gonna do that B minor thing. And then from there, you're on your B minor, and then we do that again. I can't play 16th notes. I can't play 16th notes. That's a great lyric. And then you do it again. Wait, I always jump to D, B minor first. My mother's boy, learning his IOUs. Don't have the huevos to attain goals like you do. Blue like jazz, blue like jazz. Show me how to be cool like that. Blue like jazz, blue like jazz. Show me how to be cool like that. And then we get to that weird bridge part now where that my face is red. And then he goes. And then he goes back into that blue like jazz. So that part, B minor, he starts going up half steps, and I'm pretty sure it's just all minors until you get to F sharp. So we're on B minor. So da 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 da. Then we're on C minor, and then he'll shuffle up da da da. So that's the C sharp minor, and the melodies on that, you know. So you're basically going da 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 da. Okay, so B minor, then C minor, C sharp minor, D minor, E flat minor, E minor, F minor, F sharp major, because that's the established link to get into blue like you, blue like you. So that's basically the song. So from the top. Actually, let's record while we're at it. Control Shift, new, enter, Shift space. All right. Oh, zoom out. Now we're recording. Might as well. All right, here we go. Something like that. It'll get better. It's still a little rough around the edges, but that's what practice is about. So you learn the chords, learn your melody lines, practice playing them together, and always start off with just the basics, just that. You can do all roots. And when you learn a chord, just like with ukulele, I practice playing in all the positions. So if I'm comfortable with, let's say, F sharp, well, that's the easy one. That's all black keys. B minor, that's a tough one for a lot of people. When people see B minor, that's just practicing. We're using a 7th variation, so we can throw in the A. And if you throw in the E, that makes it a B minor 11th, and people think that B minor 11th is so scary, but no, you're just playing B minor and adding E. That's it. That's your B minor 11th right there. And that's in the melody line because you're playing B minor, do, do, right there. Now you're playing B minor 11th. And if you technically think about that with the G, that's what they call what? B minor sus 4s? No, augmented? I don't know. There's fancy words for all that kind of stuff, but it's basically I'm playing B minor with the left hand and playing A with the right hand. And you combine those together, mush them together. It's a jazz chord. And then I'm going to play B minor with E minor at the same time. Now let's mush those together. It's a jazz chord. Now I'm going to play B minor with D. Mush them together. Now I'll play them with G. And then land on B minor. You're making music. Simple, right? You can do it. You can do it. So thank you to all my patrons for patronizing me. I hope this helps somebody out there. Luis, practice, practice, practice. And I will figure out how to noodle the melody on ukulele and what harmonies go with it on the strings, because I can play the chords and strum it, but now it's about figuring out how do we make it the ukulele pick the melody while the piano does the chords, or do we want to go the other way and have the ukulele play chords and then the piano can play the melody and we can like trade back and forth. I don't know. There's a lot of things you can do when it comes to arranging, and it's about experimenting and having fun with it. And now that you know the root chords, you can go look up those chords on the ukulele and just, simple strum and practice. That's how I learned how to sing and play at the same time on piano, was ukulele. Before I picked up a ukulele when I was 28 years old, I did not sing while playing piano. It was very, very rare. It was so hard for me. Then I started playing ukulele, and then now I can sing and play piano. It's a hard skill to develop, but practice. Practice, practice, practice every single day. All right.